Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind?
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your mind?
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
Tell me, what's on your mind?
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your
Oh,
mind?
say what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind? Hey,
Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me.
What's your topic, sir? You ready to go, Jen? You was cutting up on that one, girl.
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
what's on your mind?
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your mind?
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
Tell me, what's on your mind?
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your
Oh,
mind?
say what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind? Hey.
You know you love me. Hey family, first things first. How's everybody Monday going? I hope it's going well. If you're a Bears fan, I know you're all bummed out because the Bears got knocked out yesterday. And I don't know how they're gonna lose a game. And you on your home turf. You gonna let California whoop y'all while y'all playing on snow? This is what we do over here. Anyway, I don't even watch sports, but when I saw that, I was like, nah, I know you lying. Excuse me, I know you lying. Anyway, family, we need to talk. So go on and pull up your chair because my mood for today is. First things first, though, we're going to talk about that special that they had today. Not much to talk about, but I do want to cover it before we get into our family conversation that we need to have. Now, I've already had one conversation behind the wall with the members. Hold on, why is my thing not scrolling? Not scrolling. Let me jump out and come back again. Give me a second. Okay, I'm sorry. I've been talking and talking, and y'all ain't heard a thing because I haven't been on stage. Please, I apologize to you. I had all that set up and then unset it when I went out of the thing and had to come back. So I'm sorry about that. So let me just begin again. I hate when that happens. Oh my God. If I hadn't looked down there and saw Bobby say I don't hear squat, I wouldn't have known. But that's also what I get for turning down my other device that I keep up here so that I know that sound is going. So I apologize to you guys for that. So here we go again. All right. Anyway, I didn't think that the special gave much. I don't really know where you guys heard things because this almost makes me want to end this thing and start all over again. I hate when that happens. But anyway, I didn't think the special gave much. Anita made some statement about how they hold Danny accountable. I thought that was interesting. And then she talked about how when Danny had pop out of the wedding, that they gave her a very strong talking to. And okay, we'll give you that. The family did kind of hold her accountable, I guess, by not saying yeah, giving her high fives or whatever. So that was one thing. I thought when the men of the family came in, they should have just left the men there to talk for themselves so that the men could kind of expound upon what they think about themselves as characters, as men on the show, and whatever. And just, you don't have this many men of color in one place. So it would have been nice to hear them all talk about how they feel about their representation or the way, something. But anyway, this special just wasn't doing much for me. It did not. I don't feel that it was edited well. I don't feel that it didn't give us no information. I mean, this was a warm, cute little sit down, but that's not what we as the fans of the show are here to see. We're here to see give us some information, some behind the scenes stuff. Tell us something. Tell us how you develop these characters. Like I thought there was more in the clips than and I didn't even see what was in the clips on this. So is it more coming? I don't know. But this wasn't it now. I'm sorry. I did not care for it. And we would have liked to have heard from the other characters who are on the show now, like Randy or Shanice, or we want to hear from the other people too. We want to hear from other people too. Peaches, everybody. Okay, so I need whoever did this to think about this some more the next time. Don't just throw something out there. Let's get some viewer questions and let's come on, y'all. This was not it. Anyway, what I was saying also is that we're gonna have a family talk after this. This is gonna be quick, and then we're gonna get to what we're here for. Because here's what I was saying: that my mood for today, for the talk, is very much. I'll get back to that later. Let me just stick with where I'm at. Let me do that for now. Okay. Hey, Belinda. So, I'm trying to look down these because there were only two things that happened today that I thought was interesting. Okay. Naomi and Naomi. I'm saying the words together. Haley and Naomi. Yeah, viewer questions would have been great, Kelly asked. They really would have been. But this didn't feel like it really had any direction or reason or rhyme. It just felt like they turned the camera on and turned them loose, and everybody was just kind of, And then another thing, there needed to have been some direction here about where they were going with this. You didn't need to spill any tea to us, but you could have at least filled us in on some things. What have we been right about? What have we been wrong about? How are people treating you? Are you glad the way people are perceiving your characters? Like, there's just a lot of things that we would have liked to have known. So next time, let's get some viewer stuff put in there, and don't be softball and stuff. We don't need no new information, but you could talk to us about the information that's already been given. That would have been nice. Anyway, when Haley and Naomi got a chance to talk, they were talking about how they were friends. And she's like, good way to show that you're my friend. You stabbed me in the back and got with my dad. And I'm like, okay, we already know that. Somebody asked Bill, and this was cut off. Did y'all notice that when Bill was talking, it just cut off like it was? I was like, what kind of edit was that? So they said, does Bill know anything is going on? And he said, Bill knows that something is going on, but he don't know what. And then they broke to commercial. So I guess he said too much, but y'all could have found a way to edit around that instead of just cutting it off like that. Bill knows something is going on, but he doesn't know what. Child, that was just an odd point to go to commercial on. Hey, Unicorn Jim. Now, Nicole's family, when they sat down, Martin says that he created a journal. Hey, Myrtle. He created a journal to write down about his family, so he would have that to look at their dreams, that for his kids and their future and all that kind of stuff. Okay. And Smitty said that what this taught him is that parenting is hard, just even playing a parent on TV. But he's like, I called my mama to say, I'm sorry for all that I put you to. Yeah, I don't know, understand why they cut him off mid sentence. Like, what? And that was probably one of the best things about to be said in the special. And I thought, I thought y'all president was getting ready to preempt something. And I was about to get an attitude, okay? But they just cut and went to commercial, started talking about soup and ice cream. I'm like, come on now. But anyway, Ted says that he feels that he gained a family in real life. And I'm thinking, why did he say he needed that? Do you not have family like that? Or your family dynamic is not close? But okay, it just wasn't edited well. Okay. Okay, now let's see. Okay, that was me. At this point, I stopped taking notes. Hey, Rhonda. At this point, I stopped taking notes and I just went to ranting about, this is not, we ain't, nope, nope, nope. All this buildup, this could have been so much more better if they'd have just had somebody serving as a commentator. I'm available. I'll come to Georgia. I will. And we need some people of color doing some things that's got to do with the show as well. Behind, these interviews and stuff. Now I keep saying that. I'm not gonna keep on saying it. Although we love you. We do. Now, let's see. They realized the main character came out about whatever on the Bubba and them situation. You remember Bubba was the guy that Martin had offed him and his granddaddy together and hid it. That was the first scandal. That's the first real uncovering of something that happened on the show, was the whole situation with Bubba, because they was teasing us with all them flashbacks from the very beginning, but whatever. Now, let's see. I didn't like the editing, disjointed. It just felt disjointed with no real direction or reason. Let me see, I didn't say all this stuff, so I don't need me repeating it. Now, Vanessa said that the three girls are friends. The three of them are friends. And now Joey said something interesting. Okay. Joey said that he and Nessa don't fight their attraction for each other, and that they just can't help themselves, and that neither of them saw this coming. So it appears that from what he said, that Joey really is into Vanessa. So we don't need to question that no more, right? He also said that he feels that they are the most interesting thing going on television right now. He said, I think that we're the most interesting couple going on television right now. I was like, wow, what a thing to say. He said anywhere in television, he finds that he thinks that he and Danny are the most interesting pairing anywhere on television right now. He could be right. I don't know. Joey thinks that they will be a couple as long as the skeletons stay in the closet. Now, this is what I thought was interesting that he said. He said, as long as the skeletons stay in the closet or buried, allegedly. The skeletons in the closet, allegedly. And I thought, what does that mean? Is Doug still around? It was just the way he said it and where he placed it when he said allegedly. Because there's nothing allegedly about it on the show. Vanessa don't think nothing. Vanessa don't suspect nothing. Ain't nobody accused him. So what do you mean allegedly? So do you mean allegedly that Doug is gone? Allegedly you committed a crime and maybe you didn't because Doug is not gone? Maybe that's just my hopeful thinking, but just made me question, is Doug gone? So could that have been a nugget dropped? I don't know. Ted said that they seemingly had, let me see, did I forget something? He said so he said, as long as these secrets stay in the closet, that he did what he did just to have Vanessa to himself, allegedly. I think that's the way he said it. So I don't know, is Doug gone? Because I already told y'all I don't think Doug is gone, but we're gonna see. Now, Ted said that he and Nicole seemingly had the perfect marriage. But Ted also said they seemingly had the perfect, they had seemingly had the perfect marriage, and that not even Eva, that not even her own daughter could derail. Okay. It said that they had the perfect marriage and that Leslie even with the use of her own daughter, could not derail them. So that not even her own daughter could derail them. So this was like talking about Leslie and how she had tried to use her daughter to derail them. Okay, so does she feel Nicole took the life that she was supposed to have? And she says, I think she blames everybody. And Ted realizes that his life now will never be the same. They said Eva grew up with her mom, but being around the family made her see that she didn't want to do this with her mother. She said her mother had impregnated her mind with all these things, and she realized that she didn't want to do this. So this is what she has to say about the character. She says that she, after being around the family, she realized that she didn't want to do this. Okay. And that her mom had impregnated her mind, and she realized that she didn't want to do what her mother wanted her to do. Okay. So Ted said, it may seem like everything was revealed at the party and that they have found their footing as a family, but the odds of that continuing are slim to none. So he's like, so we may seem to be trying to get our footing and things are going okay since what went on at the party went on, but the odds of that continuing are slim to none. So I guess more drama is coming down the turnpike. And they filmed this relatively recently. I could say that because I was looking at the outfits that they had on, and some of this stuff we just saw and seen not too long ago. Give me a second. Some of this stuff we had just seen not too long ago. You're wondering if they cut Bill off on the Paramount. I was watching it on TV, so I didn't watch it on the app. It just cut off. Okay. In the middle of what they were showing it. And the way that it cut off, I thought we were being preempted. I'm like, what in the world is going on? Okay. Kat and Chelsea are proud to be representing young women who are succeeding in business. Naomi and Jacob, and I thought this was interesting. They said this. Naomi and Jacob feels like they're an aspirational couple, like they're couple goals, because they talk things out and always find their way back to each other. And maybe that is so. Maybe that is so. And they feel like they're the fan favorites as a couple. And that their name is Jacomie. Jacomie. Their names together, Jacomie. So Jacob and Naomi, Jacomie. Is their script name? Is that what they called it? But I call it their couple name, but their couple name is Jacomie. Okay. And I thought that Chelsea was about to say what hers and Madison's were, but they kind of got cut off from saying what it was. Okay, then Tomas and Kat, right? They have a great relationship. Now, this was surprising me to hear them say this, that they feel like Tomas and Kat have a great relationship. Kat enjoys how they are evolving. Is that what y'all doing, girl, evolving? Is this, so we supposed to take this as real? But okay, so if that's what y'all saying, we have to take it for what it is. She thinks that they organically had to work through her having this first experience with Tomas, and now they're in a place where they have a rhythm now. But that's not what the audience thinks. That's not how we see you guys. So I don't know where their thought of that comes from, because this is not how we see you and Tomas, that he made a mistake and ooh, now y'all back on track. That's not how we see you and Tomas. But go ahead, girl. Tomas thinks it was easy to go, wait, when it says something. Oh, Tomas said that it was easy to go back to being friends with Eva because they were friends at first. And then Chelsea broke in and said, yeah, but that's the whole reason why Kat didn't want you to be friends with Eva, because she thought that's exactly what would happen is what happened. So then I'm thinking, so how do you justify going back to being friends with her? Being friends with her is what got you where you went in the first place, sir. Make it make sense. But anyway, they said they don't have to worry because Eva has eyes for Isaiah now. Vernon worships Anita and loves her voice, loves who she is, how she carries herself. Leslie and Anita feel that slap is the one that was heard around the world. People was glad that Leslie got smacked. Anita didn't seem comfortable with this breast cancer storyline because she didn't even want to say the words, and she was like, I don't even want to say it. And then someone else said that, oh, Anita has breast cancer, and dealing with the BRCA gene and how most African Americans are the one that are more privy to having it, or not privy, but prone to have it. And then Naomi said Chelsea tests negative for the test, but Naomi says she's all good, whatever that means. So it's like I said, something's up, which I said I feel like she didn't have it, but then she's pregnant, But she said Naomi says she's all good, whatever that means. So she says Chelsea is negative, but Naomi says she's all good, whatever that means. Now that's interesting because they didn't just film this yesterday. So so what's going to be up with that? So I guess we got to lean in a little deeper to find out. Now the trailer for next week looked like it was definitely giving. Looks like it was definitely given. I mean, for this week, I'm sorry. So let me take a look at it. See if I can pull this. Hold on. I'll come back to you. Let me put something there so I remember to come back to that. Okay, now let me see if I can pull up this next time on the gates. Give me a second. Because it did make me go, ooh, wee. I can't wait to see that. I'm sure it's taxing to even be in the role. For who, Unicorn Jim? Okay, bonus. Fairmont, inside Fairmont Crest. Now, I hope that the extras are in here. I mean, the coming up this week is in here at the end. So let's see. Let me mute this for. I want that music playing here because I'm just trying to get to the previews. See if they show that at the end. Yeah, they do. Okay.
Nicole.
Oh, wait a minute now. Hold on. I ain't see that. I'm just not seeing that. Hold up. Let me see if I can back it up a second.
To support each other, no matter what.
Tomorrow and the day after that.
Abundance of love to give. Your plan. Abundance of love to give.
Okay, hold on. I do not claim to own this. I'm just taking a look at this for what's happening for next week. Hold on. Oh, see now. I didn't see Shanice in here. I didn't see. Yeah, for tomorrow. Yeah, I think so. I didn't see Shanice in here with her bosoms and everything. Out with this fitted dress on, hair all curled up. Okay, so Shanice, Ted, Carlton, and Dr. Nick O are all at the country club. They have met up at the door. Oh my.
Nicole. Carlton.
And Nicole did not look too pleased. Girl, would you fix your face? Fix your face. You in there with Carlton. Fix your face. Go fix your face. Everybody, we all work together. This is the wonderful thing. They all work together. Everybody know each other. Ooh-wee. All right, now Haley is talking to Leslie. Whatever long game you're playing, she tells her. Leslie says.
Whatever long game you're playing, you're running out of time.
You're running out of time for that. Whatever long game you're playing, you're running out of time for that. Okay. I wonder how Leslie know, because I guess Leslie, scammers know scammers. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Okay, let's see.
For that, you slept with a devious.
Okay, see now, and then Kat came for her daddy in a way that just was not respectful, in my opinion. Girl, I don't know who you thought you was talking to, because my daddy would have never allowed me to be talking to him the way she was talking. She said, you slept with a devious, psychotic B, and expect somehow to get another well-bred princess
We have come to
to get another well-bred princess. And then Ted told her, we have come to the end of the apology season. We are closed. You have to see us on another business day. We have run out of that. We're not serving that no more. And I can't blame him. There comes a point when you don't apologize enough. There comes a time when you got to move on. Now, I done said all the I'm sorry's. Now, when you get, now listen, tell you something. When you get to the place where you think you are ready to accept an apology, maybe circle back, and I can give you an apology again, a final, and we done here. But I'm not gonna be kissing your tail every time I say you. I'm not. No, what really happened was between your daddy and your mama. So you doing too much. But anyway, I ain't saying she got no right to be mad. But this ain't really your business. These married people business. And your daddy done told you we done come to the end of the apology season. Okay, hey Frank Life.
The end of apology season. Have I ever been anything less?
He said, because have I ever been anything less but a good father? You girl, don't get it twisted. What's between me and your mama is between me and your mama. But what kind of father have I been to you? Not to say she wasn't affected, but girl, get out these grown folk business.
Been a good father to you. You burn bright, Danny. No power on this earth.
Oh, then here come Danny and Bill. You burn bright, Danny. No power on this earth will ever dim that light. Ain't you supposed to be telling Haley this? Ain't you supposed to be telling Haley this? What you telling Danny this for, Bill?
Will ever dim that light.
And then the next thing you know, they locking lips. Now, I thought you had done recommitted yourself to little Andre, girl. You in here with your lips on Bill's lips yet again? Which I can't blame you, know Bill fine. But I'm just saying, what is you doing? Girl, what is wrong with you? I do not claim to own any of these things. I have not really played anything, but if anything have dripped dropped through, I just want you to know that we're looking at this to dig deeper into things so that we can get a greater understanding about what is going on the show. For commentary, we're making commentary and comment upon what's going on. Okay, so that's what's going on this week. All right, so now moving on. I want y'all to know that this is my mood, but we need to have a conversation, family. Family, we needs to have a conversation. So let me pull up what I need here. All right. So first of all, I'm not going to review any shows this week. I'm tired. I'm not in the mood and I don't want to. And I think it's going to be some great shows. Perhaps on Friday night, I may come over here and do the live on Friday, but I'll probably just recap it all up to Friday. I don't really feel up to doing any reviews this week. I'm good. I'm just not in the mood to review no shows this week. I'm gonna tell you why. Let me read something I wrote for you guys first. So let me do that first because I don't want to be ahead of myself here. Okay. All right. So as always, I'm glad that you guys tune in to hear what's going on over here and what I have to offer over here on the page for you guys. I want you guys to know that first and foremost, right? Hold on one second. I think I have to turn this on before I go over there. Okay. So I want you guys to know that first and foremost. I appreciate you guys as viewers, as members who get the memberships, all of that. So that's first and foremost. But I need to share a quick, important update about where the channel is headed. As most of you know, I've been building this space for real conversation, real community, and what I had hoped to be a real family vibe. That is what you think has always been about. Sharing your opinions, your thoughts. That's why the channel is called So What You Think. That's why my talk show was called So What You Think, because we talk about something and tell me what you think. But lately though, it has not been feeling like that. Not the way it should. be. So I'm going to say this plainly. The arguing, the slight name calling, the kind of attacking each other personally, if you will not live over here. That can't happen over here. So let me make this one thing clear. I am aware of the kind of drama that goes on in these YouTube streets that you guys may not be aware of. And that being the case, it is the reason why I choose to move the way that I do on my particular page. Because you all may not know it, but some of these people on these YouTube channels, especially whereas it may be people of color, they get so personal with each other that people are threatening each other's aliveness. They're finding each other's information and putting it out there. They're striking each other's channel. All sorts of stuff goes on. I don't ever want to become a part of any of that. That's not who I am. That's not what this channel is going to reflect. So because of that, I don't want you mentioning other creators' pages over here, not in no negative light, because I also don't ever want them to think that I am wanting you to go do some dirty work for me as far as any of them are concerned, because that's not me. That's not my heart. That's not my thought processes. I want no parts in that. So yeah, whenever you shall bring up something and it sounds like it's heading something negative about anybody's channel, I'm gonna stop you. Now I can't tell you who you can't reference. If you talking about something you like, I went to another page, that's different. I was listening to somebody else, that's different. But we're not going to be calling nobody's name pages over here and then specifically mentioning them. This is not directed at no one somebody, because it's happened on a few occasions with different ones. And so now I'm just addressing it. Okay. That can't happen over here. You can call nobody's name over here and then call out somebody's channel. Go over there on their channel and call them out. I don't want that over here. Okay. So I don't want that to start over here. So I'm a call a halt to that now. Okay. I don't want other content creators' names dragged over here. Don't drag anybody's name over here. Now, if you're making reference to something, you was over there, like I said, you was somewhere, whatever, I can't stop you from talking about your experience. I will speak about mine sometimes, but that's not what I want over here. I'm really trying to build something of a community, something that feels family-like, and it ain't feeling so family no more. And I don't like that. So this is not about silencing anybody, but it's about protecting what we are trying to build over here. I'm not interested in being pulled in anybody's beef, and you not knowing that you could be pulling me into somebody's beef, because people work hard for their pages. Now that I am a content creator, I understand what the work is that really goes in behind doing something for so little payback. Now, some of these people have built some very successful pages and they doing the doggone thing, but I'm putting in all of the work, and I'm not there on these levels that some of these people are on yet. So I'm not interested in being pulled into somebody's stuff. I don't want them thinking I'm co-signing some disrespect toward their channels. That's not who I am, and that's not what this platform is about. Okay. Now, a healthy debate is something that I'm absolutely for. Strong opinions, I love it. Bring it. Okay. We are grown and we can disagree without disrespect. That's on any level. We are not tearing each other down. We're not attacking each other's views. We are not going after each other's content creators either, different content creators. If that's what someone is looking for, there's plenty of spaces on YouTube for that, but it will not be here. Okay. We have eyes. There are eyes on this channel, right? That we don't even know are on this channel sometimes. And you think I want them to look over here and see a bunch of foolishness going on? I don't. I work too hard for this channel for it to become any of that. Again, because I want you to hear the whole thing. Don't have selective hearing here. I appreciate strong views. I love a healthy debate. I don't mind a little going back and forth, but it can't be personal. You can attack each other's points, but don't attack each other. Don't do that. I'm really sitting over here thinking that things are not that big a deal, that everybody vibing with each other. How do you sign in every Friday night with the same group of people, or every day with the same group of people and have beef? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I sign in with y'all because I enjoy hanging out over here with y'all. If I didn't, I'd be like, that's okay. But that's another reason why I'm gonna take me a few days, take me a couple beats, because I'm just like anybody else. My mouth can get off the charts too. You don't want that. You don't want that. I don't want to start snapping on people. I don't want that. So I'll take me a few days. Y'all can take y'all a few days. Enjoy some other channels. It's all good. I'll be here. If you find something else you like more, you like, I don't want to go back over that. That's fine. That's fine. But and again, I'm not talking to nobody. I'm talking to everybody right now. Okay. Now, anyway, there are eyes on this channel. People looking at, sometimes people from the show are over here taking a peek. I don't want them to peek in here and find the wrong thing, because then you're throwing me off what it is I'm working hard to grow over here. And I put a lot of time into this channel. I put a lot of energy into this money and into this channel. I put money into this channel. So just let's not do that. And then if you're enjoying the content over here, y'all got to support the content over here. That's just the way it works. Don't tune in every time and it's the same 5 people that's, I'm going to give a super sticker. Why wouldn't you ever think that you want to do that? I do that on other content creators' channels. I go to other people's channel and give gift memberships. I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but now I know y'all notice it's the same people doing that. And I feel bad because these are my moderators who are already over here working for free. Over here putting their hard sweat and tears into trying to get things right over here on the channel. They don't get nothing for that. And then they turn around and they super sticker and they keep saying, well, we're trying to help. Hopefully one day that some of them will catch on. This ain't no money big. I'm just saying to you, if you enjoying the content, stand behind that you enjoying the content. Show some appreciation for the content and for the Friday nights lasting all night long. I'm enjoying them, but that's it. I'm going to move on from that, because some of you going to take that the wrong way, and I ain't got time to try to undo it for you, because I know what I'm saying. And for those of you who understand what I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying. Okay. Anyway, I'm trying to build something over here, and people have their eyes on this channel, and I need them to see us at our best, not at our pettiest. I want each of you to contribute to the kind of community we say that we want. And let me be clear, I'm not a pushover. And I'm not going to let this space turn into something that makes me regret building it. I still want to log in and enjoy it and look forward to hanging and talking and laughing with y'all every single day. I still want to walk away and feel like, let me create something else. Not, oh Lord, if I create something else, it's going to be a problem. I thank each of you who shows up every day with love, with insight, with laughter, with real conversation, with your time and your energies, with your bravery to come up here and chat on Friday night. That's why everybody ain't up here on Friday night. Everybody don't want to be on, or some people too nervous to be on. So that some people come up here and they chat on Friday night. That's great. So some things will be changing with the way that we do the Friday night as well. Okay. So if you're rocking with what I'm talking about, let me know down in the comments. If you don't like it, that's all right too. It's still going to be what it's going to be. But on Friday nights now, we're going to, for now, we will be changing up the way that we do the Friday night. So we'll bring up one person at a time, with exception to Miss Lil and E-Daddy. They can come up together because they're in the same house together. Sometimes he has to help her with what's going on behind the scenes with her computer and stuff. I understand that. So she can come up with her son. But aside from that, we will do one at a time in conversation. And this way, people can completely hear it. Because this is other thing I hear behind the scenes. People are tired of hearing you guys cutting each other off. Some people, they're tired of the conversations about Eva and the debates about Eva and Kat. And just, they're over it. They're over it. So this conversation with you guys now is coming from a family. We need to talk. See, because here's the thing. Either we going to walk the talk, or we just talking. And I'm saying if we really building a community over here, then let's build a community. Community the community can get on each other's nerves, but you move in love and getting on each other's nerves. You move in understanding and getting on each other's nerves. And I'm saying we need to see a little bit more of that. I don't want to be logged in here And I'm sitting up here all Friday night. This is what I want you to understand. I didn't watch the show at 1 o'clock, right? So from 1 to 2, I'm watching the show, taking notes. After that, I'm doing pictures and cropping them. And after that, I got to upload them and make sure they're all in the right order. I done wrote out a whole script over here. So after I done all that, there are hours of my time that's already been eaten out because that doesn't take a short amount of time. Anything extra that I want to do, I have to take time out and do that. Okay. And then after that, I'm gonna log in and be on here another 3 hours. So in effect, I done given up 5 hours at least of my time to come on and do a live and just to jump on and have some fun. And then it can't turn into personal arguments. It just can't. It just can't. Let me read some of these comments. And you guys can be honest about what you feel. I'm going to read your comments so that you know it's not just me, but that I'm telling you I get this input behind the scenes as well. Okay? All right. Miss Lil says, take some time off. You have been faithful. You deserve some rest. Frank says, oh, wow. Kelly S says, wow, that's crazy. Miss Jen, I totally agree with you. Belinda says, Unicorn Jim says, yes, it's difficult to watch. So I can only imagine how heavy it is on her. Yeah, for the what Anita's doing. I totally understand that. That's right. No bone carrying. Okay. Will muting the mics help the cutting people off? I have thought about doing that, but sometimes no matter what you do, people not happy with it. You know, I'm not worried about nobody's happiness because see, this is another thing. I know a lot of times people will equate kindness with weakness, and I'm not weak. I'm just a person who's trying to be kind, trying to be accommodating, trying to offer you something that maybe you're not getting somewhere else. But if it ain't doing what it need to do, then I can do something different. But yeah, that's one that could be one when we bring it back that people can come up as a panel. But I want people to talk, you know, where you can be heard. Okay. Honestly, I can't do Fridays no longer because it triggers my anxieties, but I do love the community. So I'll pop in the other 4 days. See, and this is exactly what I'm saying. People don't want to come on and hear a whole bunch of back and forth and back. That's not what they want to hear, but they do want to hear what you have to say. But they can't hear it if everybody's talking at the same time. I get criticized for touching my desk. Like right now, my finger is literally, listen to this, literally just tapping with my finger, not my fingernail, nothing. It's not hard. It's like if I touch my keyboard, it's like, so people will tell me, oh, you're doing this. And when you're touching the table, da, 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 da. I try to make adjustments. So if I got to make adjustments, you got to make adjustments too. Be on Purpose says, I agree and I understand. So that's all. I'm trying to grow something. I would like for it to grow into something healthy because I'm not going to hang around for something that's not healthy. This eats up too much of my time for it not to be. And I want you to really see it as the place and the space that you can come after you watch the show and say, hey, I got something to say. I really wanted to start opening it up where you guys could come up on a daily basis and say what you have to say. Because sometimes you'd be so, oh my God, I can't believe and da, 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 da. So I'm going to start offering that every day. So that's the case. It's all love on my part in the end. I know that, Var. I know that that's the way that you mean it. You as well, but you're not a standalone. You know, this ain't the first time this stuff happens, and all of that. So you're not the only person, and this is not geared toward no one person. This is overall. It's just the feel of the way that I want things to go. Okay. All right. So that's that. And for other people, they may feel like, oh my God, that's happening over there. It'll happen over on yours too at some time because that's just the nature of the way things will go. Sometimes people don't vibe like that. And I was thinking that they really were when they really weren't. The fact that you said, let me rest and let us know means this is a good place. The fact that you said, let me rest and let us know means that it's a good place. Well, I appreciate that. So yeah, because I've been here live every day since this show started back last year in February. You know, I think I missed a couple when I had the brunch. But I'm here live every day. So you get me no matter. So and that's what I'm saying. I don't want you guys to catch me being short with you. None of that. I'm trying to bring the best of what I got to the table. I want you to bring the best of what you got to the table as well. But I appreciate you guys as listeners. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, for wanting to come over and hang out. I appreciate each and every one of you. I don't want anybody to take anything personal, but if you do, I can't do nothing about that. That's you and how you're taking it. I'm telling you how I mean it, because I don't have a problem being direct. I'm a very direct person. So I'm telling you directly. It's not directed at anyone in particular. I love every single one of you. That love to hear all of you guys come up and express your opinion. I don't need somebody up here. Yes, I agree. Yes, I agree. No, I know. Yes, I agree. No, speak your mind, do your thing, all of that. But this may showcase you differently. So I look forward to talking to you guys under the new format. I love listening to a good debate, but only when it's respectful and the host participates in the listeners. True. Yeah. See, and I shouldn't have to be as the host shouting you down to get a word in either. That's not the way this thing is going to work. So let me stay over here in my respectful space. See, let me stay even keel with you. I'm not trying to get with you. You're not gonna take me over to the level where I got to get all loud just to be heard on my own stuff. Okay, that's not gonna happen. I don't want to disrespect you either by starting to mute down people in the midst of stuff, which I have started to do, but that don't feel right in my spirit for me to do to people. I would rather just tell you I don't like that. Now, if you do it again, then you're going to get what you get as far as being muted. And then I'm not really going to care how you felt about it, because I had told your child. All right. But anyway, I love y'all strong. Thank you so much for participating in the channel and being a part of it. I am not going to be on here tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, unless something of the extraordinary ordinary happened, and I had to pop in here for a second. I was like, oh my God. Then on Friday, yeah, because one more thing. The time it takes me to just do trivia, are y'all playing with me? Are you joking? My time ain't about to be respected, child. Come on now. Come on now. We ain't about to do all that. But anyway, unless something extraordinary happens, I will not be live tomorrow, Wednesday, or Thursday, but I will pop in on Friday. I might do something for the membership while I'm not doing anything, because I want the membership to have something different from everybody. So for the membership, I may pop in. That's what I'm going to say. If something extraordinary happens, something that happens that I feel like I just want to talk about, that'll be in the membership this week. So I'll just make that membership special this week. Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for listening. I love all y'all. I really do. But here's the thing, family. We have to do better. And because I know we can do better, we're going to do it. Oh, we're going to do it. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Hey, and I do hope that you're having a great day. And if not, remember there is still some time left. Why not see what you can do to turn it into one anyway? And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Okay, that's it for today. They're closing the gate, so I've got to close this door until tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.